Hi guys, so today I'm going to do part 2 of my teddy bees collection. I have 2 partial bins that share teddy bees with other vendors in the bins, and then a large teddy bees only bin and a small teddy bees only bin left after the ones we did last time. This time I'm going to do a large bin that's only teddy bees and one of the partial bins. And then I'll probably have to do the last ones in a collection part 3. So I'm just going to pull them out in the order I have them stored, which really isn't in any particular order. This one does have a lot of my winter scents and older scents. So we'll start with High Class. This one has not been offered since 2022, so it's been a while. It's blackberry sugared violets blended with creme de bonbon, and I think this one was a creation from Desi. This one is really pretty. You definitely get the blackberry sugared violets, and the creme de bonbon kind of has this body care, creamy background, and with the pretty florals, it's a really pretty body care scent. It leans summery spring because it does have those florals in there, and creme de bonbon can lean fall or winter if it's mixed with like smokier, warmer vibes, but mixed with the floral vibes, I think it leans at spring and summer. Blackberries and cashmere cake. This is juicy blackberries, sweet birthday cake, and cashmere cream. This one is a really unique fusion because the blackberries and cashmere cream in this one actually lean more body care. And that's really because to me, cashmere cream is kind of like an ambient / body care scent. And so it kind of takes that blackberry and leans it body care as well. But the cashmere cream mixes with the birthday cake and it just sweetens it up a little bit. Like if it was just blackberry and birthday cake, it might be a foodie scent, but since the cashmere cream's in there, it's not. And it smells like this really pretty, cozy blackberry body care. This one is Little Pumpkin Beach Party. I've had it since 2023, so the wax is actually changing colors a little bit. The top lines used to be more blue, but I've used almost all of it. It is Beach Nights, Pumpkin Cupcakes, and Marshmallow Fluff. This one I just get a hint of the Beach Nights in, and the Pumpkin Cupcakes, to me it does have a hint of a cinnamon note, if you're sensitive to that. But it really smells to me almost like uncooked pumpkin flesh. Like you get the sweet pumpkin, like the inside of the pumpkin, but the marshmallow fluff sweetens it up. So it's like a really sweet inside of a pumpkin with just a hint of cinnamon and a hint of Beach Nights. Tiff's favorite birthday cake. It's Tiff's favorite lavender blended with white cake and buttercream. In the last pre-order, I just got a souffle of Tiff's favorite lavender, so that's this, but with white cake and buttercream. It's starting to change color on me a little bit, a little over the 2-year mark, but it smells perfectly good, and there's glitter on the bottom. This one really smells like a rich white cake with the buttercream, like very bakery with just a hint of lavender. Kind of like if you had a white cake with just a little bit of like lavender frosting on it, or if you had like a lavender white cake with tons of vanilla buttercream on it. Oasis. This is Beach Treats, Brown Sugar and Fig, and Tahitian Vanilla. To me, this one is equal Beach Treats with brown sugar and fig. The Tahitian Vanilla is really just a blender that creams those out together with the Beach Treats, which makes it kind of have a summer vibe. The brown sugar and fig is really calming and relaxing. In some strange way, it kind of reminds me of like being on a really calm beach resort, or like in a really calm beach resort. It's slightly sweet. Brown sugar and fig is a really calm scent, but with that fig in there and the Beach Treats. And I would love to see this one come back. I'm so excited to melt it this summer. Strawberry and Cedar. This is crisp strawberry, hints of musk, smoked vanilla, and cashmere cedar. The strawberry makes this really versatile with the cashmere cedar because the strawberry is like a fresh, crisp strawberry, but cashmere cedar is like a warm, cozy note. It does not smell like wood to me. Cashmere Cedar is actually like cashmere petals notes with wooded notes, but it does not smell like a tree at all. It smells like this really soft, cozy, warm scent. So it makes the scent really versatile for all year round. I really think it's great for fall and spring because it has that combination of fresh, crisp notes you would melt in summer and the warm, cozy notes you would melt in fall or winter. I'm a seasonal melter, so it's kind of like that for me, but I know some people are just mood melters, so that wouldn't really apply to them. But the nice strawberry kind of brightens it up with that cashmere cedar note that makes it a really cozy, sensual strawberry. I would compare this to a Salt Mountain scent. With the news of Amanda passing recently, I've been really sad about the Salt Mountain melts and her passing. I feel so bad for her husband and her family. I've been thinking about doing a Salt Mountain melts collection haul, but honestly, I haven't really been able to hang out with my Salt Mountain wax because I just don't want to like think about the sadness. I'm kind of just like paralyzed by the news because it was so shocking. Like I did not expect that at all. And I just want to help her family as much as we can because it's a huge loss to the community. But at the same time, you can't be sad forever. That isn't what she would want either. And my initial instinct was to like hoard her wax, but I know I should melt it because letting it sit until it goes bad is not what she would have wanted or anyone would have wanted. We should use it and enjoy it. But anyway, this scent is reminiscent to me, kind of like the same exact vibe as Palmistry by Salt Mountain Melts, because that's a bright, juicy strawberry that is sensual and deepened by incense notes. This has the same vibe where it's sensual and deepened by cashmere cedar. Honeybee, it's sweet sugar cookies, honey nectar, sweet vanilla, and beach treats. On cold, I get a really pretty scent from this one, which is like sweet honey cookies, like honey drizzled sugar cookies. It smells really good. But on warm, I melted this half of the tub and I used really hot warmers like the Julienne home warmers and a candle crock. And I smelled nothing. Like I smelled nothing for any of the times I warmed it. I tried to warm it a couple times and I never smelled anything. But I know I commented about it on the page because I know everything works differently in different people's homes. And some people said they got throw from this that lasted like days. So that's crazy to me. I do have a souffle that was poured in a pre-order after this one more recently. So I wonder if I'll get better results with that, like a different pour time would be better, or if I just need to keep this one away for a while. I mean, not because of cure time, just because of circumstances, because this is more than well cured. But sometimes during different circumstances, just different times, you can smell things differently. Maybe next time I try it, I'll smell it differently. I wish I got great throw from it because I would love to smell it. I know everyone's so in love with this scent. I want to love it like everybody else does. I'm jealous, but I just smelled nothing. So that was kind of sad. I might try like one small slice out of my other souffle and then I'll melt this other half. But if none of those work, I'll probably sell the other souffle in a de-stash, like discounted because I cut the piece out of it or something. Blackberry butter pecan cookies. It's butter pecan waffles and blackberry jam butter cookies. This one's a really sweet, nice bakery, just a true bakery, like edible. You get the butter pecan waffles sweetness, like that scent everyone knows from pumpkin pecan waffles, or as she calls it, butter pecan waffles, where it's just like really sweet, but with just a little bit of the blackberry jam in there. And it's really yummy. Teddy bear biscuits and strawberry pound cake. Yes, this one did suffer a horrible incident at my hands. It's warm beignets, however you say that word, made with nutmeg, creamy vanilla, coated in powdered sugar, and dipped with whipped cream, layered with strawberry pound cake. So that whole first bakery part is teddy bear biscuits, the blend itself, which I also have. And this one was layered with the teddy bear biscuits on the bottom and the strawberry pound cake layered on the top before I destroyed this. So what happened to this one was so sad. I literally cried when it happened, no joke, because I love my tubs. They're so gorgeous and pretty, and it was so cute. But this is from that pre-order, the one summer in like 2023, where all of our tubs were stuck because it was so hot in Texas. And so you have to put them in the freezer to pop them out. But I was trying to pack for a round robin box for my friends. So I put this in the freezer, but I wanted to like cut it real soon afterwards. And it was so hard from being in the freezer to get it out of the tub. I put it in the microwave for a little bit so I could cut it since it was frozen. But you should never put teddy bees in the freezer because it's a really soft-natured wax. I took it out of the microwave. The whole teddy bear biscuits layer, which was like the white layer on the bottom, literally had melted out from under the strawberry pound cake layer. And it went all over my counter. It went all over the bag that I had like set it on. It went all over my cutting board. It went everywhere. And so I desperately scraped it up. I was like scraping up this liquid layer of wax as it was drying on my cutting board and on my counter, and piled it all on top of the strawberry pound cake layer of what I could get. But I obviously couldn't get everything because it was just liquid wax literally everywhere. So I lost a lot of the teddy bear biscuits layer, but I have a little bit of it on top. But I do have a teddy bear biscuits by itself. So if I want, I can cut some of that and add it to the strawberry pound cake layer if I feel like it's not very even for part of it. But we'll see. But yeah, it's a really sad story. Teddy bear biscuits, we might as well talk about that while we're here, and my souffle of it is like a puffy pastry with some nutmeg on it. Like you get a little bit of that spice in this bakery blend. So it's not a pure vanilla bakery. It's a vanilla with a little bit of nutmeggy cooking spice. And you also get the powdered sugar when you smell it, which I love powdered sugar scents. It's like a puffy, powdery baked good with nutmeg and powdered sugar. And then the strawberry pound cake on top. So it becomes like a strawberry pound cake bakery with a little bit of spice. So if you like strawberry bakery with cinnamon, you'd probably like this, because nutmeg is not as strong as cinnamon, but it's the same kind of vibe in the baked good. And it makes a really delicious strawberry bakery. Milk cookies plus blueberry cobbler. This is creamy vanilla, powdered sugar, sweet milk, butter cookie dough, which is the milk and cookies, blended with blueberry cobbler. You get the blueberry cobbler, and this one's strong. It's really blueberry cobbler predominant, which smells kind of like in a blueberry cobbler, where it's that blueberry jammy substance once it's kind of in its cobbler fruit jammy form, you know what I mean? Like it's that cooked blueberry inside the cobbler. It smells just like that. And then milk and cookies is just kind of in there as a supporting base, making it like bakery in the background with that jammy cooked blueberry. Krispy Dream. This is all the way from 2022 when the tubs didn't come with lids yet. So it's warm powdered donuts, cinnamon sugar donuts, old-fashioned cake donuts, burnt sugar, and toasty campfire donuts. This one is a true donut smell. You get like the donut breadiness in there with cinnamon sugar. So it just smells like cinnamon sugar with a whole bunch of like fresh cooked donut breadiness. It's really good, especially if you love donuts. I didn't purchase more of it in this pre-order just because I love a donut scent, but it's not amazingly unique to me, but it's solidly good as a staple scent. I just had to prioritize other scents I wanted. And I still had this half tub here from 2022. So I didn't order more, but I would like to melt this pretty soon, maybe this fall, maybe this summer. But I did really enjoy it when I melted the half that I did. It's super yummy and edible, and it's a great standard bakery scent. I think I will pick it up again in the future, just not this time. Plain old milk and cookies. Creamy vanilla, powdered sugar, sweet milk, butter cookie dough. I like the plain old milk and cookies. It smells good. It's like a really sweet, dense, like plain cookie, almost close to like a shortbread because it smells like a dense sugar cookie with a lot of like creamy lactonicness with it. Toasted marshmallow sugar cookies. It's sweet sugar, buttery shortbread, buttercream frosting, vanilla, sugar cookie dough, and toasty marshmallows. I like this one over the just plain milk plus cookies because this is an even like richer, denser cookie than the plain milk and cookies. Like this one actually has the shortbread note in it, which is the shortbread note is just one of my favorite cookie notes there is because it's so dense and sweet. So you get the really dense sweet cookie with a bit of the marshmallow, and it's stronger than the plain milk and cookies, and it's really yummy. Like I want to eat this one. Nude Beach. I have half a souffle of Nude Beach. It's creme de bum bum, cashmere cream, and beach nights. This one's double bagged. All of these are actually double bagged. I keep my entire collection, even samples, double bagged, like all of it. I even keep the tubs double bagged. The only thing that I don't double bag is scoops because they have the twist lid, but I make sure the lids are on really tight. This one, the double bag, was just on where you can still read it, so I didn't take it off, but on the others I took it off. This one smells really beachy to me. Like I get beach when I smell it. Something about Beach Nights and the creme de bum bum coming together makes this have such a beachy feel. Like the Beach Nights is playing like beach air, and the creme de bum bum's almost leaning a tad like sunscreen, hot weather, and it smells beachy with no fruit notes, just like creamy, had sunscreen, sunny day, beachy vibe. Escobar, it's Palo Santo and beach treats. The Palo Santo really grounds the beach treats in this. It makes it a really grounded, calm scent, but still with a little bit of a beachy feel. But I also think you can melt this year round. Miss Mallow's cookies. It's marshmallow bomb, signature sugar cookies, and beach treats. To me, this is like a summer bakery. It's one of the vanilla bakeries, but it's summer style, where most bakeries are a little bit heavy, which sometimes I think doesn't make them my preferred choice for summer or spring. This one is made for summer or spring because it's a vanilla bakery, but it smells like it's lofty and really light and fluffy. Like it carries a really light feel, which makes it so perfect for that hotter weather. And I really get the marshmallow bomb in this. Like when I smell it, I smell a ton of like big fluffy marshmallow. The marshmallow is really strong and helps it feel really fluffy and like floaty. So I think that's a really awesome quality about it, that it's so light, and not light in throw, but like light. Well, I mean, it's not a beast in throw either. But I think that's a really unique quality about it, that it's so fluffy and you really get that marshmallow bomb, and it makes it great for summer with the beach treats. Oh, so sweet. It's flaky croissants filled with almond cream, cinnamon sugar churros, and vanilla ice cream. This one's definitely the most spiced of all of the bakeries we've gone over here. It really has some of that cinnamon sugar, like it's cinnamon sugar strong. The cinnamon sugar is balanced out because there's all these bakery notes in with it, which dilutes it down a little bit. But if you probably took that note alone, it could be reminiscent of like red hot cinnamon, but since it's so diluted by so much bakery, it's just in there with all the bakery, but it is cinnamon sugar forward. Like when you smell it, you're like, that is cinnamon forward bakery. So if you like a cinnamon bakery, this is really good. I get a lot of the cinnamon sugar churros and the flaky croissants. St. Valentine, pink sugar, Earl Grey tea, balsam fir, and sweet vanilla cream. This one is such a popular scent. I think everyone that smells it loves it. I love it. I had a loaf. I had 3 soufflés. I did sell one of my soufflés because I thought I had too much, but then I let some of my friends try this one and they literally both fell in love with this so much. They came back and they like rated the loaf I had. So I only have a little bit of that loaf left, but luckily I'm stocked up with 2 more soufflés. It's so beautiful. The scent on cold smells good, but on warm, it's such a multi-dimensional scent. And that's what my friends really picked out about it too. They said it was really multi-dimensional and beautiful. It's really an Earl Grey tea scent, like that's the star of the show. And I love Tiffany's Earl Grey tea scents. They're so nice. Earl Grey tea in wax overall is one of my favorite oils. It's really calming, it's grounding, it's warm, it's comforting. I want it to be a staple during the fall and winter time. And I'm a big Earl Grey tea drinker too, so I find comfort drinking my Earl Grey tea and smelling my Earl Grey tea. And it's Earl Grey tea, but it's sweetened up with that sweet cream and pink sugar. It's like this sweet, atmospheric Earl Grey, but you get some of that fir in the background, kind of like you're drinking a hot cup of tea, standing in the doorway of your cottage, and the woods, the cold woods are like surrounding your cottage, and you get some of that tree brought in with the wind, and it's beautiful. Okay, so we finished that partial bin. I have the Teddy Bees share this bin with some of my RG wax. There's everything that came out of this bin. And now we can go to the big bin. And this one's big, but has a lot of really good scents, and we'll start that next. So side note about storage. As you can see, the first half of my collection is in clear bins, both the flatter type and the deeper type. I've only been in wax 2 years, since about April of 2023, which is crazy because I have amassed an absolutely huge collection since then with like 52 vendors or something. But it grew on me really quickly. Like within 9 months into my wax journey, I realized, oh, I have a ton of wax. I have to start double bagging everything. I have to start buying a lot more bins. But then I didn't really realize till past a year in, oh, I'm gonna need some really long-term solutions for the storage of this wax, because I now have so much wax, it's gonna last me many years to get through what I have. And when I first started, I just didn't realize how serious wax would become as a hobby of mine. And I didn't think about long-term storage. So I bought all these clear bins. But then all of the last, like a third of my collection is in opaque bins. And then I switched to those black bins with the yellow lids, which are my favorite because they don't let light in. So there's no light degradation of your scents, and they won't change colors at all from light hitting them. And it just helps to preserve your wax even longer. So if I could go back in time, I would start all with the thick black bins with the yellow lids, or at least all opaque wax bins, so that I had no light infiltration into my collection at all, for ultimate preservation of my wax, because I want it to last years, like many years. So I'm gonna cut down everything I can to help make it last. That's why everything's double bagged. And even in my clear bins, I keep them. I have a wax room in my house, so I keep all my wax in my wax room with the door closed, so my animals can't even get in there. And I keep all of the bins away from the window with the blinds closed, so it's kind of like a dark room in there to protect my wax, and everything's double bagged and binned. That brings us to this loaf of St. Valentine. I had the whole loaf at one point. I wasn't getting to using it for a long time, so I sold a third of it, and then I was left with 2/3 of it, and I've melted all the way down to here, but honestly, I've only melted probably a third of it, and my friends probably melted almost this whole other third. So every time they come over, I cut them a slice off and give it to them. So it's just like slice, slice, slice. But they love it. I absolutely love it. It's a great scent. This one's from Tiffany's Stash is why it's handwritten. I have a sample of Order of the Maesters, but I'll get to that when we go over my tub. Twisted Toasted Marshmallow Cookies. It's sugar cookie dough, toasted marshmallow, spiced caramel, and birthday cake. So we covered milk and cookies, which is like a sugar cookie with a lot of lactonic, like milky, just lactonic sweet vanilla. And then toasted marshmallow cookies is a thicker, sweeter, heavier shortbread cookie with like buttercream. And then this is a cookie, a sugar cookie that's richer because it does have the birthday cake in there. It's kind of like a richer cookie scent with the spiced caramel. And so this one has a lot more of a pure sugar note, because to me, spiced caramel comes off as a really sugary note, so it has that blast of sugar, and the spiced in the spiced caramel is probably like the smallest pinch, like 1/8 of a teaspoon of baked spices in there. Like I won't even say cinnamon, I don't know if it's nutmeg, just like a hint of something that's not vanilla with that blast of sugary caramel and a dense like cookie aided in denseness by the birthday cake. Jon Snow, it's Palo Santo, flannel sheets, creamy vanilla, and mint. This scent is so interesting because my friend smelled it and she mostly got this like masculine scent from it, like a very masculine scent. I smell it and I mostly get flannel sheets, and someone else on the Teddy Bees page said that they smell it and they mostly get the mint. So it's like everyone gets a different note as the predominant note in it. Like we all smell something different, and that's so unique. Like that's how wax is magic, because we can all smell the same scent, but we smell different notes in the scent, making it a completely different scent to us all. To me, this smells like a masculine scent. It is masculine. The Palo Santo kind of pulls it masculine. And I get the mint, but to me, the mint in this doesn't really ring true as a mint per se, but it's kind of used to make this cold effect. And then I predominantly get the flannel sheets. So to me, it really smells like you're maybe in bed or something, or you have a flannel sheet wrapped around you on a freezing cold night, and like the windows open, or you're standing in the open doorway, and the Palo and mint make this cold, iced air feel with the flannel sheet. Pumpkin Woods. This is pumpkin spice, sandalwood, patchouli, tobacco, Palo Santo, and cold winter woods. I wish this one would come back. I tried to get more of this in the RTS after the scent was released, but it sold out too quickly, so I missed out on it. But I really would have got more of this one. Yes, if you like Pumpkin Maze by Sassy Girl Aroma, which is pumpkin spice patchouli and a woodsy base. I don't know if they're the same exact scent. I'd have to smell them side by side, which I do have Pumpkin Maze, but I don't want to crack it out right now. Maybe I'll do a comparison at some point. But they're really similar scents, at least that's for sure. When I smelled Pumpkin Woods, I already owned Pumpkin Maze, and that was my first thought, is that smells like Pumpkin Maze, and I love Pumpkin Maze. I'm obsessed with it. It's such a good scent. It's like a warm, spiced winter woods. It gives you that feeling like you're in a deep, cold winter woods that's dark at night, like a dark winter woods. And it has a lot of warm spice to it though, and the patchouli really grounds it like into the dark woods. So maybe you're looking at a really cold, dark winter woods, but you have like a warm, spiced, hot drink in your hand or something like that. But it gives a warm vibe, but also a dark woods vibe at the same time. Santa Claus is coming to town. It's the smell of fresh baked cookies, candy canes, and Christmas trees. This one is just a delightful Christmas scent. The candy cane in here is really light. It's not like a strong mint forward scent, because I don't really like strong mint forward peppermint scents. This smells like you're a kid, you're standing right next to your fresh real Christmas tree. So you get all that Christmas tree pine smell, but in the next room, your mom's in there and she's baking cookies and there's candy canes around your house just with that lingering mint smell. It's exactly what it smells like. Trickin and Treatin. It's purple sugar, which is pink and blue sugar, beach treats, and vanilla cake pops. This one is outstanding. It's really strong, and it's strong on the beach treats, which is beach nights. It's a really beach nights heavy blend. And the pink and blue sugar come together to create a scent I honestly can't even describe. But in this blend, that scent and the beach treats meld into one super strong scent that is super delicious. It's phenomenal. Oracle of Dusk. This is black raspberry, bergamot, velvet rose, midnight jasmine, patchouli, and precious woods. Teddy Bees has like this whole scent genre of these dark, feminine, berry, floral perfume body care scents. And this is one of those, just like from the last pre-order, like Femme Fatale and Midnight Train to Memphis remind me of this. Also, I think Catacomb of a Witch is a little less body care and more plum, but is still in the same genre. And they're all dark, feminine, sexy, deep perfumes. I definitely get the black raspberry in this first and foremost, and it's kind of supported by the florals and then grounded by the patchouli and precious woods, making this like deep and vampy. Pink toasted marshmallows. It's pink sugar blended with toasted marshmallows, and that's really what you get. It's really strong marshmallow, just slightly sweetened by the pink sugar. I really have this blend just to melt with my Winterfell souffle so I can make weekend with Nene. Meraxes. It's sweet plum, saffron, black peppercorns, cashmere cream, and sweet vanilla roasted pine cones. So try to follow me here with this. Like on a spectrum of deep plum berry scents, it kind of is like one end of the, or like levels. Or no, we'll go back to a spectrum. One end of the spectrum of deep plummy scents is like Meraxes and Spooky Encounters. These are like sweet plum, dark berry scents that are deep scents for fall and winter because they're grounded by some warm, deeper notes. Like in this case with Meraxes, black peppercorns and pine cones. But they're not so perfumey yet. They're just deep plum fruit scents grounded by deeper, darker scents. Then you kind of move in the body care direction when you get to like Catacomb of a Witch, where it's still fruit or plummy. I'll have to look at the notes, but like, you know, fruit, plummy, heavy, but it has a little bit of body care moving in there. Then if you get all the way to the other end of the same spectrum, you get the Witching Hour, which is a really feminine, deep, dark berry floral perfume, and like from the most recent order, Femme Fatale. Like Femme Fatale and the Witching Hour are all the way on the other end of that spectrum, where now they have the elements of like that deep berry or deep fruit notes with those dark grounding notes that make them darker, set for fall and winter, but they have a lot more supporting sexy florals that make them really pull body care perfume. So it kind of moves, like it's all like the same genre of scent to me, but it moves from not as body care all the way to body care, but they all have those same elements of either a berry, like a raspberry, blackberry, or a plum, deepened by some scents, and it just has varying level of florals that really take it from not body care to body care. This one almost has a hint of the plum and peppercorns note in it. You get that same plum and saffron that's in plum and peppercorns. In fact, I think that is plum and peppercorn, because plum and peppercorn is sweet plum, saffron, and black peppercorns. Realizing this now, okay, this is plum and peppercorns with cashmere cream and roasted pine cones added. There you go, it makes sense. It's a really nice, cozy, deep scent. Definitely would hit for like October, November, totally like fall where there's still like fruits and stuff around, but also for deep winter, the like peppercorn and saffron spices would keep things warm. Signature sugar cookie. It's sweet sugar, buttery shortbread, buttercream frosting, vanilla, sugar cookie dough. This actually has a really nice smell. I just finished melting Boardwalk Circus, which is just this scent with Boardwalk Marshmellow Clouds. And the cookie smell in it is actually present and really good. I don't think it's strong. Like, I wouldn't melt it in my open concept, but in my bedroom, like, it actually presented really nicely and it kind of snuck up on me. Like, for 1 second, I thought I didn't smell anything, and I smelled it, and it was good and sweet and a little bit dense. And so I really actually love her sugar cookie note. Smoke Show. This was just offered in the most recent pre-order, but this is still an old one I have from 23. I didn't get more of it. For the longest time, I've been sniffing this, and it was just so light, like so light. Actually now, after 2 years, I actually do get good scent from it in the bag, which is hopeful. I'll probably melt it this coming fall and hopefully I get some good results from it. It's marshmallow musk, marshmallow fireside, and toasted marshmallow. And to me, I get that marshmallow with a slight smokiness in the background. Cookies for Santa. This is a Christmas name, but honestly, this is like a year-round scent because it's just frosted sugar cookies with milk and cookies put together. So for just a really nice cookie scent any year or any time of year, it's a great cookie scent. This one is my second malted marshmallow sugar cookies, which I talk about in my Teddy Bees collection part 1 video. It's a really nice sugar cookie with a little bit of that like maltedness added. Rustic Cashmere cookies. It's roasted pine cones, signature sugar cookies, and cashmere cream. It's really heavy on the roasted pine cones note. You get that note really strong, so if you love roasted pine cones, you would love this scent. And it has the cashmere cream and sugar cookies, which just kind of creams it out. Christmas cookies. It's an assorted blend of baked cookies, powdered sugar, buttercream, pine, and warm spices. This one is pine forward, but it's not a pine scent. It's just pine forward with a lot of cookie. Hi, baby. It has a lot of cookie in the background with just a tiny bit of spices and a bit of that powdered sugar. I love that powdered sugar scent you get in there, but pine in the foreground, tons of cookie in the base. Spooky Encounters. It's sandalwood, smoked oud, spiced cherry, black raspberries, hint of patchouli, and blackberry cotton candy. This one is very similar to Meraxes, but it's deeper and darker even. It has that spiced cherry and black raspberries as a fruity element, but it's grounded really hard by patchouli and oud. So it's like a really deep scent with just like those spiced deep fruits in there. Pacific Northwest Winter. Fresh snow, pine sap, fresh mistletoe, vanilla balsam, and a slight hint of cranberries and burning fireplaces off in the distance. I don't really get any cranberries in this, honestly, but to me it smells like you're in a deep, dark evergreen forest, and you smell a little bit of smoke coming through the trees from like a cabin a ways away that has smoke coming out of their chimney, and you just smell that in the cold air in the middle of the green evergreen trees. Sugared chestnuts and apple butter. Apple butter, brown sugar, toasted chestnuts, clove, and notes of spice. This one is so good. It smells like real life apple butter if you've ever had that. It's like a creamy apple butter sauce, but with some spices in it. And I do get some of the chestnuts in there supporting it. Makes it this really rich, indulgent apple bakery kind of scent, but with no bread notes, just the apple, chestnuts, and spices. Lavender Bonfires. Sweet lavender, cashmere bonfires, toasted marshmallow, and a hint of vanilla balsam. To me, if like the Three-Eyed Raven is like lavender and birch, or even Midnight Train to Memphis had a lot of lavender birch feels to me. If those are lavender birch, this one is like lavender balsam. It is, you get that tree forest scent a bit, but it's really tolerable to those people that don't love tree notes, because I actually don't love tree, like fir. I really like oak and birch, but I'm not too big on like fir and pine. So it's really a lot more tolerable for people who don't like that, because it's vanilla balsam, which is a really toned down tree scent that's really enjoyable because it's sweetened up a lot by the vanilla, kind of drowns out the tree notes. But in this, you can still get that presentment of like trees with lavender and just a little bit of bonfire smoke in the background, and it's really pretty. I really enjoyed melting this. I melted the whole tub I had, and I got more, and I love the lavender in it, and it's great for like winter time. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Hot pie. It's Palo Santo, sugared donuts, hints of chai, and a dash of pink chiffon. I also have a full tub of this scent. This scent is really interesting because I feel like across all vendors, there's a lot of like bakery with Palo blends, and this would be a bakery with Palo blend if it just stopped at the Palo Santo, sugar donuts, and hint of chai. But something happens in the scent with the dash of pink chiffon, and I wish I could explain it more, but it's so hard to explain that it changes this scent into something else of the next level beyond just a Palo bakery. It makes it like really more multidimensional and a bit sweeter, and it's so hard to describe without smelling it, but I would recommend it for sure. House of Dragons. It's Palo Santo, vanilla balsam, fallen leaves, peppermint, and a hint of cinnamon. I don't really get any peppermint in this one at all on cold sniff. It must just be blended in there, but this smells just like woods, like deep woods, with a pinch of the same cinnamon that's in like Dracarius. It's like if you added a pinch of Dracarius into woods. Valkyrie. Cashmere cream, vanilla snowflake, BBW type, and Palo Santo. The vanilla snowflake BBW type is like a vanilla with a hint of mint in it, and it's really pretty, and I get that mostly in this blend. It's like a really nice, deep, smooth, beautiful, like ambiance vanilla. The Palo Santo doesn't really smell like woods in this one. It kind of just makes the vanilla deeper, and then there's just like a tiny like memory of mint in there that kind of just adds to the roundness of the vanilla. Speakeasy. Fire roasted marshmallows, softwood, sandalwood, hints of floral, coconut, and Palo Santo. This one is a true like ambiance like scent, and all of the notes in this one really meld together to make a unique scent of its own, because you don't really smell one note of any of those notes. They're all so meshed together, you can't really pick any one out. You do get a hint of the coconut because you know it's there, but if you didn't know there was coconut, I'm not sure you would pick up on it. And it kind of melds with the florals, and the woody notes just create this really nice ambiance scent. It's not too deep or dark. You could probably use this even year round. Witching Hour. It's midnight jasmine, tonka bean, mahogany, blackcurrant, sweet marshmallows, and soft woods. I love the smell of jasmine. I think it's so sensual and really pretty in a body care like scent, which this is. This one I kind of lump in with the family of like the berry, floral, body care like scents, but of all of those, this has the least prominent fruit scent. Like there's barely any in here. There's blackcurrant, but you barely get it. This one is really dominated by the florals, but not in a way that would give you a headache, just a really pretty way that makes it so feminine and sensual. And then the marshmallow and woods kind of ground the scent, making it that deeper type of scent. I would totally wear this as body care. And Spooky Encounters is like a deeper scent than this. This is actually not super deep and dark. Like this would be really great in fall, or even maybe a transition from late summer into fall. Salem, Gala Apples, Fraser Fir, Figs, Mahogany, and Cedarwood. This one I'm pretty sure is a dupe for Autumn, like the Autumn candle by Bath and Body Works. This one is a super nice outdoors fall scent. It smells like outside during fall time. It has some woods, but it's kind of like a warm fall woods, not a deep winter woods, because it still has some warmth in it, really warm woods like mahogany and cedarwood, and then a little bit of fig, and then the apple is stronger in there, so you get mostly like apple and warm wood. Basic Witch, vanilla latte, whipped coffee, roasted marshmallows, pecan waffles, and beach treats. This one is probably a really good coffee if you're just trying to get into coffee and you don't really like coffee. I know because I'm like that, and just recently when I got Coffee Snob, the espresso note in it is a little bit like too bitter for me. But this one is a super sweet sugared up coffee. It does not smell bitter to me. It smells like a really sugary coffee because it's supported by the super sweet notes of the pecan waffles and the marshmallows, and it's only whipped coffee, not espresso. It smells like really, really sweet coffee with like the pecan waffles. I don't really get beach treats too heavy in this at all, but it's in there a little bit. Dream State, sweet lavender, pink sugar, and vanilla marshmallow cream. This one is a super sweet scent. The lavender is definitely sweet lavender. There's no herbal lavender in it at all. And with the pink sugar, it sweetens it up so much. It's like a super, super, super sweet lavender scent, or like a pink sugar marshmallow with just a kiss of sweet lavender. Carter, Smoky Woods, Campfire Marshmallows, White Birch, Palo Santo, Icy Snow, and Vanilla. This one is my beloved Winterfell, which we talked about, but with Smoky Woods added. So this one, with the Smoky Woods, it is a touch smokier than Winterfell. There's definitely some smokiness to it, and it kind of cuts the outside cold air I feel in the original Winterfell. So this kind of seems like more like inside where you're warm and maybe you're next to a smoky fireplace, rather than getting so much of the cold outdoor air and less smokiness. The Black Dread, Fireside, smoked oud wood, cedar, warm embers, roasted marshmallows. I really like this one because I like smoky scents a lot, because they really add a lot of like ambiance to me and like transport me someplace. But if you don't like smoky scents, you're not gonna like this one, because this one smells literally like smoke. Like you got campfire smoke on your clothes, and that like lingering smoke smell that like sticks to things. It actually smells like that real concentrated smoke smell. Here's another Cookies for Santa. It's my second one. Sugar Spice plus Fireside. The smell of snickerdoodles and oatmeal cookies baking in a wood fire oven. This one and the pumpkin wood scent were my top two scents from the pre-order they came out in together that I wanted more of, and I only got souffles, and I literally failed to get either of them in the RTS. I was so disappointed. that pre-order RTS because I didn't get more of either one, but they were my two favorite that I got souffles in. This one smells like real snickerdoodle oatmeal cookies. You get a lot of the cookie, but also you do get this like warm wood fire oven, slight touch of smoke. And it's a really interesting juxtaposition of the wood fire oven with the cookies. I think it's super unique, and it really is one of those scents that like takes you somewhere, and I love it. Witches Be Crazy for pistachio. It's the Witches Be Crazy base, which is birthday cake, pecan waffles, sugar cookie dough, and a pinch of cinnamon spiced vanilla, blended with pistachio ice cream and notes of pistachio dream cake. So the pistachio notes are out front in this one, and the Witches Be Crazy just kind of creates this sweet bakery background. It's really interesting because in this scent, I can tell there are two different pistachio oils because I get both a nutty pistachio, but also a pistachio that has just a slight bit of that amaretto-ness or cherryness to it. But since it's only that one scent oil that has that mixed with all the other scent oils, it's really diluted down, so it's not harsh amaretto or cherry. It's just like literally just a little grazing of it in there mixed with the nuttier pistachio and all this bakery in the background. Patisserie In NYC. It's warm donuts, fresh baked bread, cream-filled cronuts, and vanilla oat milk. So this is regular patisserie plus vanilla oat milk. To me, they're about 80% similar. I really love patisserie. It's a very like bready bakery scent, like heavy on the bread notes. And this one still has prominent bready notes in it for sure, but instead of being as bready, it's just like 20% less bready and a little bit more creamy than the OG patisserie. Country Christmas. This one's definitely a Christmas scent. When I smell it, I think Christmas right away. There's some of that balsam fir in there that reminds you of Christmas trees, but it's really equally paired with the bakery butter cookies, which makes this a really sweet scent overall. It is sweet dominated, especially the sweet spruce. Sweet spruce is one of my favorite tree notes because I love sweetness, and it's a sweet tree. Between the sweet spruce and the butter cookies, it's so sweet, even though you do have some of that tree from the balsam fir in there, and the cinnamon and clove kind of just dance around the scent, not red hot cinnamon, just creating that essence of Christmas spices. Harvest cider plus birch, plums, dark cherries, vanilla birch, peppered woods, and warm pomegranate cider. This one is really true to the name. You get all that like plum, cherry, like pitted fruit forward in the scent with some of the cider notes, and you get the birch strongly in there with those. The peppered woods kind of adds this just warmth to the scent, making it like a warm pitted fruit birch scent. Balsam plus cashmere. It's vanilla balsam, sugar cookies, cashmere cream, and vanilla birch. This one, you get just a little bit of the tree notes, but it's so like drowned out by the cookies and the cashmere cream, which makes it this creamy sweet scent that the trees don't overtake the whole blend, even though they're definitely the star of the blend, but they're really toned down by the cookies and cashmere. So if you're dipping your feet into tree, this one might be a good one to start with. This one to me is really reminiscent of Christmas trees and cream because it has that like same presence of the tree with like so much bakery. I would melt this scent when I wanted a bakery scent with tree, not when I want a tree scent. You know what I mean? It's like more bakery. Salty lavender. It's sweet lavender, salty cedar, and toasted marshmallow. So this one is so similar to Tiff's favorite lavender. It's just like instead of the coconut milk, they swapped it out for the salty sea air. The sweet lavender itself is super similar with the toasted marshmallow. So it has that same like predominant lavender note in it. But instead of coconut milk, which makes it creamy, this one has salty sea air, which kind of keeps it a little more alive and bright, making it really versatile for the warmer months. It's my second Trickin and Treatin. Old Country Store. Sweet peach preserves, hot apple pies, warm cinnamon, and a slight hint of pine. This one is strong, so strong. Honestly, this might be the strongest Teddy Bees scent I've ever had, truly. Like when I took this out of its double bag, I was hit in the face with it. I never even opened the single bag it's in. I didn't have to. It's so strong. I think I can smell it outside the double bag. And I have melted a tub of this previously, and it was so strong. You put the tiniest pieces in your warmers and your house is blown out with this scent. Like you probably open your windows and it'll go to your front yard. It is a really awesome scent for fall, even into winter. Like it has the peach preserves and hot apple pies, so strong. Like you get it like, yeah, it's like peach preserves. Like it says, it smells like the peach, like fruit when it's been cooked and it's in like that fruit gelatin state in the peach pie, where it's that peach filling and that apple filling in the pie, but swirled with tons of cinnamon and that filling, and it's all cooked and super sticky sweet. It smells like that's so strong, and the cinnamon's just swirled in there with it. And I don't really get a hint of pine very noticeably at all. It really just smells like the fruit part of the peach and apple pie, like no pie crust, just that inside fruit part. Super sweet, hot, gooey pie filling, peach and apple. I have a second salty lavender souffle. Here's my two souffles of Warlord, which is tonka bean, vanilla oak, spiced praline, notes of cocoa, incense, and milky tuberose, and tobacco vanilla. So I don't know, but I feel like this has like a men's cologne dupe in it. That might be Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanilla. I'm not sure. But this one, to me, it's kind of mid-genre. It is half a masculine cologne scent and half a library scent. You know what I mean? So it definitely is masculine. It's deep. It's dark. It's like deep fall, deep winter. But it also kind of reminds me of library scents, where it's like dark, almost kind of reminds me of like leather scents. It doesn't say leather in here. And I don't think I smell leather, but it reminds me of the like tobacco, deep warm scents you get in a lot of library scents, but more masculine, leaning on cologne. But it's not bad in the cologne way. It's really nice and comforting. If you like either masculine or library scents, you'll love this. And I have another Spooky Encounters. Dapper Don, Palo Santo, Creamy Cocoa, and Sensual Vanilla. I'm so glad I got this scent when I did, because when I got this scent, I did not like chocolate scents. So I got that souffle and I was like, it's enough. Maybe one day I'll melt it. But since then, my tastes have changed and I've fallen in love with chocolate scents. I'm actually like all about the brownie batter, hot cocoa. Now, I did not get the hot cocoa forget-me-not last time it was available because I did not realize I was in love with chocolate yet. It's so funny how our scents change all the time. Like my tastes are changing. This one really to me smells like a warm hot cocoa under your nose. Instead of like the regular cocoa scent that was in a forget-me-not, everyone said that smelled like hot cocoa powder in the bag because it's really sweet. To me, this smells more like hot cocoa hot in the cup. It's not as sweet as hot cocoa powder in the bag, and the Palo Santo kind of grounds the scent where it's more like hot cocoa hot in your cup. I have another Meraxes. It's my second one. Cozy Cookie Cake plus Balsam. It's vanilla balsam, Fraser fir, blended with our cozy cookie cake, which is warm iced white cake, beach treats, Marshmellow fireside, and signature sugar cookie. I love cozy cookie cake, so I thought I was going to branch out into tree scents with this scent, since I'm not a huge fan of tree scents. But honestly, I was hoping this would be more like Christmas trees and cream, or honestly more like Balsam plus Cashmere, where those are bakery heavy scents with tree. On cold, this is tree with a background of bakery, not bakery with a background of tree. The tree really does take over the cozy cookie cake in this on cold, but I wouldn't be surprised if on warm it evens out and the cookie really comes forward, because I find with Tiffany's scents, on cold her cookie isn't very strong, but on warm it does come through strong. So hopefully it's everything I've dreamed of on warm, but on cold the tree's a little bit strong for me, so it wasn't my favorite. Harold Fine Hair. Warm chestnuts, smoky woods, sweet vanilla, which is by the fireplace type, with cashmere cedar and frosted sugar cookies. I love this scent so much, and I'm so glad so many other people do too. Cashmere cedar is my favorite scent oil of all time, and somehow, I love By the Fireplace perfume dupe in wax. I've had it alone in wax before. It's like a wonderful, warm, cozy, deep, warm vanilla. Somehow, the By the Fireplace type makes cashmere cedar every single thing I love about that oil quadrupled. It's like cashmere cedar 2.0, taking everything I love about it, making it better, making it warmer, making it sweeter, making it cozier. It's everything. Praline plus Woods. Toasted pecans, praline candy, spiced white cake blended with soft woods. This one's so good. I don't know, when I first got this one, I didn't think anything special about it because I never even remembered this scent, honestly, or that I had it until right now. But I love that scent right now that I'm sniffing it again. To me, it smells really strong on the pecan pralines, like a candied nut. But with a spiced white cake, there's definitely bakery in there. The soft woods is in there, but I don't really get an image of it when I'm smelling it. When I smell that, to me it smells like there's this amazing white cake, praline, pecan candy nut cupcake under my nose, and the buttercream is like drizzled with candied nuts. That's what it smells like to me, and I kind of want to eat it actually. The North, it got smashed in my tub by like the handle of my tub. It's vanilla balsam type, Palo Santo, marshmallow fireside, and a hint of smoldering firewood. To me, this is another solid smoky wood scent. Kind of like God's Woods, kind of like Pacific Northwest Winter. I think Pacific Northwest Winter is my favorite because that reminds me of like evergreen trees. This is just like woods. I'm learning to love wood scents, and I think they definitely have their time and place in like winter for me personally. Kiss Me Goodnight. It's cozy cashmere blankets, warm, slightly woody notes mixed with vanilla, hints of plums, hot tea, and warm amber. So you'll notice I'm really enthusiastic about a lot of the tubs I have, and that's because I know my taste really well at this point. Most of the time when I choose for a pre-order, I choose what I know I'm gonna love in tubs, and I choose souffles of things I think I'll just like or I'm not sure about. And I'm always correct on my tubs. I'm always so deeply in love with my tubs. And then sometimes I'm surprised by my souffles and I'll love them and I'll get like a second one. Like the ones I have two of, I end up really enjoying. So I'm kind of crazy about my tub scents. You'll tell I'm a lot more enthusiastic about them. I love them a lot more than my souffle scents, and that's by design because those are the scents I pick that I know are my jam. This one is a top favorite. I absolutely am in love with this scent. I'm scared to melt it because I don't know when it's going to come back again. It's that type of scent. To me, I get a lot of the tea, and I love tea notes, kind of reminiscent of an Earl Grey tea almost. And then I get a lot of like cozy cashmere warmth, almost like someone put like 1/8 of a teaspoon of laundry in there, like just like a hint of laundry, which is the cozy cashmere blankets, and a lot of warm amber. It really invokes like tea in bed, big fluffy blankets, cozy evening cuddles, nighttime. It's so calming. It's really warm, comforting. I love this scent. Earl Ingstad. It's cardamom cream, Palo Santo, Earl Grey tea, sweet pastries, and sugar crystals. This scent and Harold Fine Hair were the masterpieces of the pre-order it came out in. Now, I'll tell you a little secret, like when I have my it doesn't even matter. It's not like it's gonna change anything. My 2 favorite scents of every pre-order I pick, and I'm trying to be frugal. I'm not frugal because you're literally seeing my Teddy Bees collection right now. But, I try to kid myself and pretend like I'm frugal. And I pick my 2 favorite scents, and I try to think about them as in which one is going to be more popular with the public audience of Teddy Bees. And the one I think is going to be more popular, I don't get more than a tub in because I think, oh, that's going to come back. So I'll get more when it comes back. And the other scent of my 2 favorites that I think is going to be least popular with the general populace, I get another souffle in because I figure it's not going to come back. I'm worried about having more of it, so I'm going to get more now while I can. This one and Harold Fine Hair were my favorites from this pre-order. They're both masterpieces, and I thought Earl Ingstad was going to be the ultimate popular scent of this pre-order, so I did not get more of it. I got a souffle of Harold Fine Hair, which I also have a tub of. I was wrong because Harold Fine Hair was like the mad dash popular scent of that entire pre-order, not Earl Ingstad. And then I was crushed that I had predicted incorrectly and not got more Earl Ingstad because this is a scent that I can't be without, I can't live without, and I need more of, and I need it always. It is that beautiful Earl Grey tea that everyone is in love with from Tiffany. It is that scent. The cardamom cream and Palo Santo just warm it up, and the pastries and sugar crystals keep it so sweet. That cardamom just really creates like this warm, cozy feel to the Earl Grey tea and the pastries. And it's just a beautiful warm tea pastry scent. It's truly amazing. I personally think this is my favorite Earl Grey tea scent by Teddy Bees. I love London Fog a lot, and it is unique over other lavender Earl Grey scents because of Tiffany's blending. It definitely is, but I can get lavender Earl Grey tea scents from a lot of other vendors that are pretty darn close that I enjoy a lot. So it's like, I love it, but it's like a lesser of my favorite Earl Grey tea scent for that reason. And then St. Valentine is completely unique to Teddy Bees. I've never seen another vendor have anything like it with the pine, sweet cream, pink sugar, Earl Grey. So that is up there, but between that one and this one, I love this one the most because it's stronger on the Earl Grey tea and warmth, where St. Valentine is more sweet, pink, sugary. This one is just holds its depth. And so this is my top favorite Earl Grey tea scent from Teddy Bees. Whipstaff Manor. It is crisp fall air, cedar wood, crunchy leaves, hints of apple and fall spice, toasted marshmallows, and charred pumpkin. This scent was a huge deal when it first came out. It was like we couldn't get enough of it. Tiffany brought it back and an RTS and then back-to-back pre-orders, and it was like selling out left and right, and we couldn't get enough. And it was a crazy heyday, and it's well-deserved. This one is a masterpiece of a fall or Halloween scent. You really get all of the elements. I get crisp fall air, I get crunchy leaves, I get sort of this slightly smoky smell, I get apples and definitely like a charred pumpkin. I get all of that, and to me it smells exactly like you're standing outside like a haunted house. There's a little bit of chimney smoke, all the pumpkins are out in front of you, you're kind of like smelling the pumpkin. There's like this charredness from the candle inside the pumpkin, kind of like charring the pumpkin because it's jack-o'-lantern, you know, like on the porch in front of you, and there's an apple tree in the yard next to you, and all the leaves are down and night's falling. That's exactly what it smells like. It smells like Halloween to me. Witches Be Crazy for eggnog. It's birthday cake, pecan waffles, sugar cookie dough, a pinch of cinnamon, spiced vanilla, which is the Witches Be Crazy, blended with both vanilla eggnog and buttered rum eggnog. This one is my favorite eggnog from Teddy Bees that I've melted so far, but we'll see when I melt the others. This one I melted with fall into Christmas this last fall, Christmas time, and fall into Christmas was just not very strong to me, but this one was a powerhouse. It will blast through your house, and that's what I love in a scent. Something about the Witches Be Crazy being such a strong bakery base really support the eggnog in this and lift up that eggnog and carry it through the halls of your house. So if you love eggnog, this scent's gonna take it there. Here's Harold Fine Hair. We already talked about this one, but all the tubs are beautiful, so for good measure, check that sparkle. Christmas Trees and Cream, Fresh Pine, Vanilla Waffle Cone, and Rich Buttercream. This one is a classic a la Teddy Bees, a scent she's known for and lives famously in Teddy Bees lore as probably her most popular, or definitely her most popular Christmas time scent of all time. Whenever it's sold, it's like sold out everywhere, and it's for a good reason. The scent's amazing. I was lucky enough to have this as one of the first scents I ever smelt from Teddy Bees. I got a 2021 de-stash of this in 2023 in a loaf, and I melted that baby all winter long that year, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with Teddy Bees. This one has pine, definitely, and you do smell it, but it really drowns that pine in this rich, delicious buttercream and waffle cone. The bakery's really strong with this one. Like, you'll get a load of that bakery with that pine. And so it's an amazing, like, #1 recommended scent for people that are trying to toe their way into tree scents. Citrus, basil, and bedtime lavender. It's clean citrus and basil, hints of herbal lavender, and lavender chamomile, which is the bedtime bath. This one, you get kind of like a little blast of citrus with the basil, especially when you first smell it, and that is the predominant note in this blend. There's just a hint of the lavender or lavender chamomile in there. I would not even call this a lavender blend because it's really just incorporated in the blend. You don't get lavender straight away. Because of that, it's not too bedtime leaning actually. It's really more like spa-like citrus and basil, and it's really uplifting and bright light notes. So I think this would be good in springtime or summertime especially, but you could use it before bed, but for just like a light, clean, fresh feel or a nice spa feel. Shillian Saint. It's ripe figs, vanilla musk, bergamot, warm cashmere woods, and notes of chocolate orchids. To me, this one, you definitely get a lot of the fig and chocolate orchid. I really love the fig note. That with the woods just in the background make a really beautiful scent. I could say it kind of almost would be body care, but to me it kind of seems more just like an ambiance scent. It's really pretty, it's kind of slightly feminine leaning, and I think you could melt this one solidly all year round. It doesn't really fit one season. Bakery In Lys. Brown sugar, caramel, powdered sugar, bakery dough, sugared musk, and bottom notes of sweet woods. A lot of people are loving this one on the page right now, and it was a huge hit when it first came out, and it is really good. It's a hit for a reason. It is a bakery scent with just a touch of perfumey leaningness, and that way I kind of put it in the same family as One Oak, where they're bakery scents with a touch of perfuminess. This one, when I first got it, actually leaned more perfumey, but now smelling it these days, it seems like the bakery's really come into its own with some good cure time since it is about 1.5 years old now. It's really delicious, edible bakery of like brown sugar. The caramel is in there, sweetness. It's not that thick, gooey caramel that's gonna overwhelm you on warm that we get sometimes. It's really just like brown sugar, bakery dough, like sweet bakery notes. but the sugared musk and sweet woods come in there and kind of just add extra depth to the scent. The sugared musk leans it just like a little bit body care, and the bottom notes of sweet woods just add like depth to the scent, really making it a next level scent beyond just a plain bakery. And it's really pretty, it's slightly feminine leaning. I really need to melt this soon. I Heart Vanilla Tobacco. It's creamy vanilla, marshmallow, vanilla milkshake, boardwalk marshmallow clouds. That's the I Heart Vanilla. Plus sweet tobacco leaves, cherry wood, and a pinch of honey. I really enjoy this scent, but not everyone did, and I can see why. When I first heard this concept, I was kind of hoping personally that it would lean more of like a woody tobacco. Like the I Heart Vanilla with a woody tobacco would have been a really beautiful scent, I think, and that's not the direction she went with it. But that's okay. I actually really do like this creation. But instead of going with like a woody tobacco, she added cherry wood and a pinch of honey. And you definitely get that cherry wood and a pinch of honey in there. The cherry wood is like this sweet, almost fruity smelling scent. And the honey is strong in there. It's very sweet, like sugar up the nose with the tobacco leaves. So though you do get tobacco, it's like very sweetened. And I think it almost becomes syrupy a little bit, which is why a lot of people didn't like it. So it's like I Heart like syrupy sweet tobacco, and I like it. I don't think any scent can get too sweet for me, but I can see that element being a thing people don't like, because people tend to not like honey notes that come off syrupy sweet. It's a really fine balance with honey notes I see in scents and with people's likes. But personally, I like the cherry wood, I like the honey. I think if you're not afraid of sweet scents and you like tobacco, you'd really enjoy it. And I think I'll enjoy it. But I do still kind of wish there was an I Heart Vanilla Tobacco Part 2, where we get I Heart Vanilla, beautiful vanilla with a woody, deep tobacco. I think that would be really upscale. And would be a really good scent, because I love like vanilla, heavy vanilla oud scents. Like I did a custom from Swanky that was a lot of heavy, creamy, almost body care or ambiance vanillas, not bakery vanillas, with oud. I love that comparison of the creamy vanilla with that darker scent. Kind of like the same reason people like heavy vanilla scents with Paulo. It's the same thing, just oud takes it a little bit to the next level. I'd like to do the same thing with a woody tobacco. Jack's, wet autumn leaves, moss-covered oak trees, cedar wood, hinoki smoke lingering off in the distance. This one is another one that worries me that we're not gonna see it come back, because I didn't hear a lot of people talk about it. I didn't hear a lot of people love it. I know some people thought it was too smoky because of the hinoki smoke. Personally, I love it because this really connects to a scent memory for me. My dad is a huge hiker. That's why my name's Ember. It's from the campfire. He loves nature. He's always out in nature. To this day, he hikes like 5 days a week. He's retired and he spends that time hiking the mountains. And when I was young, growing up, we'd just go hiking all the time. I'd skip school to go camping. We'd go hiking all the time. And this brings me to a clear thing I've done 1,000 times in my life with my dad, which is hiking in late September, maybe early October, where it hasn't gotten cold yet. The weather's not hot anymore, but it's like perfect temperature. It's just got a slight edge of chill that helps cool you down when you start getting hiking and you're sweaty and hot from the rough uphill. Just a tad of a chill weather, but it's not cold yet. The plants are still alive, but they're starting to fade. At that point where we're heading into fall, they're starting the process of dying. And going through hiking in the forest, there's a lot of rain in fall time, so everything's wet. The trees are wet, the down logs around you are wet. Those down logs are covered with that green, rich moss that's also wet. And that's what it smells like hiking through the forest that time of year, when all around us you get that wet, earthy smell of the forest as you're hiking through it, as summer's fading and you're going into winter. And that's what this exactly smells like to me, is that time period within the forest. And that's really special to me. It's a scent I know really well. I know the forests of this area really well. I grew up in them. And that just reminds me of hiking with my dad so much. So it's really special to me. And with that, like you said, I get moss-covered oak trees to me. I get like that wet green moss with the trees around. Maybe a little bit of smoke off in the air from like fires, like campfires off in the distance, wet foliage. It's really lifelike smelling to me in that way, and I just absolutely love it, and I hope it comes back one day. Here's Papa. We've already talked about the scent in my collection videos, but it smells like cedar, sawdust, sandalwood. Reminds me of my boyfriend, or a lot of people's, their dad or their grandpa. It's masculine, it's woody. I love this scent. That's why I have a tub and a forget-me-not. Luxe Linen. This is dark vanilla, praline, warm amber, smoked amaretto, and luxurious linen. This one definitely makes the top favorites list for my teddy bees. I love this scent, top favorite, it's up there. This one, the Luxe Linen, it fits its name. It smells like you're at a high-end hotel, or you live in a mansion and you have a fireplace there in the room with you. And the linens you're on are expensive. This really fits the scent theme I've been loving and wanting lately. I've been really searching for upscale linen scents lately, not just laundry scents. I love laundry scents too. I'm a laundry lover, but I've been looking for scents that evoke like a clean linen, but with real everyday smells. So it sets a scene more than just the linen. It's like you're in a scene with the linen, scents to that level that evoke like a place. And this scent fits in that category, along with like Asgard. They're both high-end linens. I love Asgard a lot. You probably heard me talk about it already in these videos, but to me, actually, Luxe Linen, I would rank even above Asgard. I like it even more. This one is like you're in that fancy place. You have expensive linens. Maybe it's nighttime because this one's a little deeper and you have a fireplace in the room. You got a lot of vanilla. I love vanilla. This is a heavy vanilla scent. You get a little bit of warmth from the praline. You get a little bit of warmth from the amber. Smoked amaretto. I don't get any of that alcohol amaretto scent you get from pistachio or cherry. There's none of that scent there. You just got a hint, a tiny hint of smokiness with maybe some linen. Yeah, you do get some linen scent note in here. But I would call this, it does fall into the laundry category almost, because you do get that cloth or linen or not cotton, but like fabric material smell in there, which to me would bring it in the laundry category, but it's so much more than that. Deepened out with all that vanilla and warm scent makes this really gorgeous. I heart vanilla Palo Santo. It's creamy vanilla marshmallow, vanilla milkshake, marshmallow magnolias, which is boardwalk marshmallow clouds. That's I Heart Vanilla plus Palo Santo. So to me, this is in the category with Milk of the Poppy. They're both vanilla blends with Palo Santo. This is the I Heart Vanilla blend with Palo Santo. To me, Milk of the Poppy is this really milky, lactonic, heavy vanilla with some Palo Santo to add depth to that vanilla scent. Where in this one, it seems like the Palo Santo is the lead and the I Heart Vanilla is wrapping it up, but the Palo is the star. Where in Milk of the Poppy, the vanilla is the star and the Palo is just accenting it. It's kind of flip sides of the same scent. I will have to melt this one to give a head-to-head melt review on those two at some point. I'll add that to the list of videos I want to make. But if you love Apollo and you love vanilla, if you love milk with a poppy, you'll probably like this too. Those are kind of the flip sides. This one's more heavy Apollo. Milk with the poppy is more heavy vanilla. Dark Wings, Dark Words, Birchwood, Cedar, Cypress, Tuberose, Sandalwood, Bonfire Woods, and Cashmere Vanilla. This scent definitely has the base of a lot of wooded scents we get with the Birchwood, Cedar, Cypress, Sandalwood, Bonfire Woods. It has that base of beautiful wooded trees and wood notes, but in here, the Tuberose and the Cashmere Vanilla bring this up to a new level of depth and complexity. The Tuberose and Cashmere Vanilla make this more of like a home scent or almost leaning body care scent rather than just woods. Like woods is like one flat level and this makes it multi-dimensional. The Tuberose is a beautiful floral. It doesn't come off headache-inducing floral to me. It's not a floral scent. It just melds in with everything to make this complex scent. The Tuberose does lean the scent feminine to me. The Cashmere really adds this cozy, fuzzy warmth to it. So this is really equal to me, like feminine Cashmere and woods. I don't think it's a wood scent accented by the Tuberose and Cashmere Vanilla. I think they're all blended like equally to make this whole brand new scent. It's feminine, it's warm, it's beautiful, slightly body care, definitely home fragrance. I think it'd be gorgeous for a bedroom, particularly just because of the vibe, like beautiful, feminine, sensual, warm and cozy. This is tonka bean, jasmine, patchouli, and vanilla blended with Comfort BBW type. And I think Comfort from Bath & Body Works is a vanilla patchouli blend. To me, this doesn't smell like patchouli, at least not patchouli as you commonly think of it, like heavy patchouli body perfume or incense. It does not smell like patchouli in the perfume or incense way at all. I wouldn't even say this has patchouli in it, but obviously it's in multiple notes in it. To me, this really is giving me a cashmere scent oil feel. Like I'm getting that same exact feeling you get when you smell a cashmere oil or almost even a cashmere cedar oil, where it's really like warm. It gives you this like cozy, deep feeling of warmth and fuzziness, if you could smell that. I'm getting that. It's not too strong on floral either. It really just smells like a warm amber cashmere scent to me. It would be really cozy though, so the name is super appropriate. Cabin in the Woods, Fir Needles, Smoked Woods, Marshmellow Fireside, Cedarwood, Sandalwood, and Minty Snow. This one is probably my personal top favorite Teddy Bees Winter Woods blend, along with Winterfell, which is interesting because I feel like this is like the least mentioned Winter Woods scent that Tiffany has. There's so many other ones that are mentioned so much more, like the North and like Winterfell, but this is truly up there, probably only second to Winterfell for my top winter wood smelling blend. This one is so cozy smelling, and it's not as aggressive in scent with the fir tree smell. It does have fir needles listed, but a lot of the other tree winter scents, you really smell like fir or pine, which is not my preferred tree note. And this one, that's really backed down, and I smell a lot more of cedar, sandalwood, and like woods in general, and I love cedar. It's one of my favorite wood notes. So I smell more actual just like woods, almost more like a birch wood than I do a green evergreen tree. So it's my preferred type of wood scent, and it smells really deep, dark, and smoky, you definitely get a hint of smokiness in there. To me, you probably have to like smoky scents to like this one, which is maybe why it's not mentioned as much in like the general Teddy Bees following, because I know people can be picky about smoky scents. I just personally love them. It smells like a really smoky, deep, dark woods. To me, this is just so perfect for the dead of winter, reading inside when it's dark out. Like, I love scents that create that ambiance for me because I'm a huge reader and it's my favorite hobbies. And reading in the wintertime is so cozy with scents like this. To me, this one smells like you're in a rustic old cabin where there's no electricity and there's maybe not good ventilation, so the smoke smell from your fire is kind of building up inside the cabin that's made out of like pure wood. Oak barrel and vanilla liquor, tonka bean, oak, cognac, cinnamon, pepper, sandalwood, and tobacco leaf. This one is so good, you guys. This one has never come back from the RTS that it was featured in. And this one, you guys really want to vote it back for fall, like, and winter. I'm telling you guys right now, you really want to vote it back. You're going to regret it if you don't vote this back. Like, you guys want it, trust me. It's so unique. I love unique scents. I'm always looking for the most unique scent now with the point my collection's at. I'm kind of over like basic scents I can get from everybody. Even though those are really enjoyable scents and I have lots of them in my collection, but I'm looking for those scents that like I have never smelled before. And this scent is really unique. I've never really smelled a scent exactly like it. I don't have anything else that smells exactly like it. It is sweet inherently, but it's not bakery. It's not sweet like that. It's not sweet like sugar, but it's sweet kind of from the like, I don't know how you say that alcohol, if we're being honest. I don't drink alcohol actually. Cognac, you guys know. Tell me how to say it. Actually, leave a comment. How do you say that? It has this like sweetness from that sweet alcohol note. There's no alcohol note itself, at least not to me. It's not too boozy, but it has this sweet syrup scent almost from it that really melds with this oak scent, like oak barrel. And I love oak as a wood scent, and it's not used as much. Oak is a lot lighter of a wood scent, so it's not as dark and heavy as your evergreens or even your birch. Oak is lighter. It can be used more in any type of scent scene that you're building with a scent. Oak can be used in. But in this case, it really like invokes the oak barrel with that sweet syrupy smell. You do get a little bit of tobacco leaf and definitely some pepper. There's no red hot cinnamon in this at all. I wouldn't even say there's cinnamon in it, but there's warmth. And it's just a very warm, sweet oak scent. And it really invokes the image of what the name is, like oak barrel with vanilla liquor. It's super unique and it's super good, so definitely vote it back. Spiced cocoa plus croissants, lightly spiced cocoa, toasted almonds, sweet cream, warm croissants, and confectioner's sugar. This one is really good. I've been feeling chocolate scents lately suddenly. Never liked chocolate scents before like 2 months ago, and now I'm all about them. I can't wait to melt this one this fall. I'm probably gonna go through it quick. I would love to see more chocolate scents from Teddy Bees. It's super good. So, whereas I said spiced cocoa in cream, that was in like the Forget-Me-Nots in a pre-order earlier this year, or last year, I guess maybe, somewhere in there, in the last year. That one is like hot cocoa powder in the packet. And Dapper Don, which is like a chocolate Palo scent, that was in my videos earlier, is like hot cocoa hot in the mug. This one is almost like a more adult version of those chocolate scents. This one is like if you had almost dark chocolate, or I mean dark hot chocolate. Kind of smells like a deeper, more cocoa based chocolate than a sweet milk chocolate. So it's like if you had dark hot chocolate with delicious bakery with it. You definitely get the croissants, some like bakery in the background of that delicious cocoa-based dark hot chocolate, and it's so amazing. Just vanilla. It's Madagascar vanilla, creamed vanilla, lily of the valley, and musk. This one is a perfume dupe. I forget what perfume exactly, but it was on the Teddy Bees page. People posted about it. It's a really nice, beautiful perfume dupe. This one came out before the Vanillas, which has been a huge hit, which I'll cover probably in my Teddy Bees Part 3 collection. This one is definitely that. It's a beautiful vanilla perfume scent because it's a floral vanilla. You can melt this year round, but I prefer to melt floral vanillas in the spring and summer because they're more uplifting and not as heavy feeling in the air. They're lighter feeling in the air than your deep, rich bakery vanillas. So it's a true vanilla. Madagascar vanilla is a really nice, rich vanilla, but it has a little bit of that lily of the valley floral in it, making it a beautiful floral vanilla perfume. Khaleesi, Palo Santo, Tonka Bean, Oud Wood, Warm Vanilla Sugar, and Fireside. This one was just a super popular scent when it first came out, but it was years ago when it first came out, and it was a fan favorite, and I think a lot of people still really enjoy this one. I melted a souffle of it already from a couple years ago, and it definitely is a smoky scent. So for smoky scent lovers, or if you want to tiptoe into smoky scents, it is smoky. But I love Oud Wood because it adds such a warmth to the blend, a deep warmth. And so it has this deep warmth with the smokiness, and the warm vanilla sugar just sweetens it up. So it's not like a deep wood smoky scent like Cabin in the Woods. It's really like a deep, sweet, feminine leaning smoky scent. So it's like a really nice feminine sweet take on a wooded smoky scent. It's also very sensual, I think. Like it would be a great winter sensual deep dark scent, and just good for the whole house. Cashmere and Birchwood, bourbon vanilla, Velveter, Birchwood, Fireside Essence, and Warm Amber. So this one, I don't really get the bourbon in a boozy way. I think it just adds warmth to the blend. I don't get that like syrupy, slightly boozy note in oak barrel plus vanilla liquor. I think bourbon purely just adds warmth to this blend. I love this blend. I think that everybody would love this blend. I think it's a crowd favorite. I don't think it's super unique, but I think it's a huge crowd favorite. I think if this got voted back, everyone would love it. And that's because this is truly just if that scent we get all the time, which is, you know, this scent family or prototype that is like cashmere warm scents where they feel cozy. You get that cashmere note, they're warm, there's amber maybe, other warm supporting notes for a cozy cashmere cuddly scent. There's that scent, and then there's like the birch woods scent prototype where you get that birch wood as the strongest note, maybe some backing woods notes. If you take those two scent types or families and they had a baby, and this is both of those. You get the birch wood and it's supported with all those cashmere, warm, amber, cozy notes. So you get both in one scent with this. And people love those scent family categories, and together it's just the best of both worlds. You get them both in one. This does say Fireside Essence. To me, I don't get a lot of smokiness in this at all. Maybe this would be great for someone like literally putting their big toe into smoky scents, because I don't get smokiness in this, but I love smoky scents, and I know I'm not very sensitive to smoky scents. So maybe someone who is so sensitive to smoky scents because they don't like smokiness would say this is smoky, but I truly don't think it's smoky at all. Fall into Christmas, vanilla pumpkin, buttered rum eggnog, and butter cookies. So I melted this winter along with Witches Be Crazy for eggnog, and I know a lot of people are a big fan of this scent. Don't come for me. Like, I'm so glad you love it, and I'm so glad that there's a scent for you that you're in love with like that. But it just really didn't compare for me compared to Witches Be Crazy for eggnog when I was melting them at the same time, and they're both eggnog centric scents. The throw was a lot less than Witches Be Crazy for eggnog. I could not do this in my open concept, had to do it in my bedroom, and it was still light there, where Witches Be Crazy for eggnog blasted. And I just personally, this part is personal, I personally prefer like a thick, rummy eggnog, and Witches Be Crazy for eggnog was like super bakery, rich, thick eggnog. And to me, even though butter rum eggnog is a note, I think because it's mixed with the vanilla pumpkin, this comes off to me a lot more like a vanilla eggnog, which tends to be a lot lighter of an eggnog scent oil. And it does have a hint of bakery in it. It is pleasant. You do get pumpkin in there a little bit with the eggnog, which makes it a great fall to Christmas transition scent. I just think if I wanted an eggnog scent, obviously there's others out there I would reach for. So I'm not sure if I'll repurchase this one. It's not to say it's not good, because it is good, but if this is in my eggnog category, there's other eggnog bangers out there I would pick, like Witches Be Crazy for eggnog. Wisha Witch Woods, Fireside Marshmellows, Buttery Sugar Cookies, Bonfire Embers, and Palo Santo. I think this one is a crowd favorite. It might not have blown up like Whipstaff Manor or Harold Fine Hair, but I think a lot of people did enjoy this one. It's a very scent friendly for everyone scent. To me, this gives me Harold Fine Hair vibes. Like, I think they're in the same scent family. The Embers and Fireside Marshmellows and Palo Santo all really come together to make this warm, sweet, cozy scent, kind of like in Harold Fine Hair. Like, they don't smell the same, but they both are the same vibe. Like, they both have that warm, cozy, sweet, warm, cozy, and sweet going on. The butter cookies in there just make this a really sweet scent. It's definitely warm. It's deep, like would be great for like colder weather. It's super cozy. It almost gives me a little bit of like a cashmere type scent vibe. And I love sweet scent, so I think this one's so good. I definitely would repurchase this. It's just like my favorite things in a scent. So I love this one. Toasted Pistachio and Tonka. Warm almond milk, toasted pistachio, tonka bean, and the slightest hint of vanilla rose. So I am so in love with this scent. This scent is everything. It's a holy grail for me. And it was only ever offered in one RTS. And I was so in love with the scent on cold. I couldn't melt my tub. It's gorgeous. So I was lucky enough to get like a 3/4 loaf and a D-stash, and I have decimated that loaf. I think I have a couple slices of it left, but I've been melting it recently. Like right now it's in my melting basket, and it's such a pretty scent. It's also a really good throw on warm. I think I can open concept it because in my bedroom it's been blasting, and I plan to open concept it, and I'm not worried. I think it'll perform. So that's great news. I am so scared this one is never gonna get voted back, and I'm scared I'm using the last of this scent that will never be made again, and I just don't understand why, because it's beautiful. It is not an edible pistachio. The scent's not edible, even though it has warm almond milk and pistachio. The scent is really like an ambient scent. It could even be totally wearable body care. Like, I would wear this for sure, but I wear pistachio perfumes. This one is really classy and elevated scent. I think you could melt it year round. I love it right now for like spring because there is some warmth to the scent. It's like a warm, nutty pistachio. It's super creamy from the almond milk. The tonka bean lends this warmth almost like amber does where it's this warm, creamy, nutty pistachio, and the vanilla rose is not rose to my nose because I'm sensitive with rose. It just adds like this fancy, elegant deepness, roundness to the scent that really makes this like a really refined, elegant scent. There's almost like a, it's not spicy, there's no spices in it, but there's definitely depth, and I think a lot of that comes from the tonka bean behind the pistachio, the rose accenting. It's a very multi-layered, expensive smelling scent. Like I think an expensive candle company would make something like this, and it's gorgeous. And if you guys would do anything for me, please bring back lavender milk and cookies and bring back toasted pistachio plus tonka. Those are like my top 2 wants to come back, and I will just be heartbroken if the world doesn't get to smell this scent. Shadowlands, earthy notes of dried pampas grass, powdery tonka bean, soft musk, and hints of white currant. So this scent, just like the last one we covered, which was the toasted pistachio plus tonka, is one of those scents that I'm so in love with. Top Teddy Bees. I'm afraid I'll never see again. Luckily, this wasn't an RTS, and then Tiffany was going to put it in the next pre-order automatically. But then she posted that she was cutting it from the pre-order because not very many people talked about it. I personally commented on her post begging, like there's no, like, I did not have any, I put all of it on the line. Like I begged. I was like on my knees. I was like, my queen, Tiffany, please give me Shadowlands. Please do not cut this from this list. I said, do not cut one of the most unique blends you have ever offered on this list. We're not ever gonna get the chance to get this anywhere else, which is why I also like the toasted pistachio and tonka. These 2 scents are scents that I've never had from anyone else. I've never smelled from anyone else. I do know there is one pampas grass scent that Sassy Girl Aroma has put out before the fire, and I love that scent too. And these 2 are the only 2 pampas grass scents I've ever seen from any vendor anywhere. It's just not done. And you can't get these type of scents everywhere. You can't get these type of scents again. And that's why I love them so much, because I'm looking for that unique factor that is a cut above, that is different, that is, you know, has creativity to it, that brings an ambiance to my house, that isn't just a cookie scent. And don't get me wrong, I have 1,000 cookie scents and I love cookie scents, and I melted a cookie scent yesterday, but I'm just seeking like more than that, and when I find it, I'm in love. Like it's the next level. And toasted pistachio and tonka and Shadowlands are like there for me. But since I begged Tiffany, like I groveled, she put this back in that pre-order. So luckily a lot of people had the chance to get it. And I was really worried for a long time nobody would love this scent and that would be the last time we'd ever see it. But just recently, like in the last few months, I've seen posts and caught comments about people melting this blend and liking it. And I think people are finally getting to the point where they're finally melting this now, because it's from September 23. And I know a lot of us melt Teddy Bees like a year off. And that gives me so much hope that this can make another appearance, because we can't let this scent go down forever. It is beautiful. Dried pampas grass, if you don't know what it is, it's this dry, fluffy, white type of grass. You kind of see it used for decorations sometimes. It does not smell anything like green grass in your yard. I don't even think it's related, except for that it's a type of grass. It smells like a dried, arid, maybe like hot weather, desert type dried grass. It's very calming, it's very earthy, it's deep. I can see how it might not be for everyone, because earthy scents aren't for everyone, and it is earthy. But that with the warm tonka bean, the musk, the hint of white currant, it is so soothing. It's this soothing, earthy blend. It's spa-like. I could totally see this scent being used in spas, even in a high-end hotel where like their vibe was not a hotel where it's like tropical beach vibe, like a high-end, clean hotel, maybe where they're trying to be really upscale in a city, like clean, slick, modern. Like that's what this scent reminds me of. Really upscale, really calm, earthy, spa. I melt this year round, but I think it's gorgeous for spring and summer because it's not too deep. It's a perfect ambiance scent for your house. You want it to smell really upscale, calming, inviting. It's amazing. Let's make sure this one comes back. Royal Pink, pink sugar, buttery toffee, buttercream, fluffy white cake, and sugar cookies. And everything but the pink sugar note there is Cupcakes at Tiffany's. It's the Cupcakes at Tiffany's note. So this basically is Cupcakes at Tiffany's, pink sugar, and sugar cookies. It is really good. I love it. I'm a huge Cupcakes at Tiffany's fan. I know not everyone is into that, but I love it. This one has no chocolate in it at all. Only a couple Cupcakes at Tiffany's oils out there have chocolate. This one doesn't. It is a really rich bakery, which is why I love it so much. It's a super rich bakery, sweetened up by that pink sugar. I love it. There's everything to love about it. Pink sugar, Cupcakes at Tiffany's, sugar cookies. A lot of people love it. Oh, I do just want to say it definitely is Cupcakes at Tiffany's heavy and forward, as that's the main note in it. Modern Farmhouse, Tonka and Oud, Vanilla Birch, and Egyptian Amber. I really enjoy this one. It's a favorite of mine. I've heard some people say that it could be a little bit headache inducing for them, and I can see why that is, because when you put oud and amber together, you're getting two really deep, strong notes. Like it's strong on cold. And I can see how that could be overpowering. It could be an overpowering scent, so you might have to use small pieces. But I love amber and oud, and I love that vibe of a deep, like warm scent. It's almost, I could see how that could lean perfumey because amber and oud are used to deepen perfumes. But to me, this truly is a house scent, or like a home scent, not a perfume scent. I really think it fits more like a home scent vibe. Like I could see it as a candle, but I don't see this one being marketed as a perfume. There's birch in there, the amber and oud mixed to make this warm, deep scent with the birch. Surprisingly, I do not think this one has a seasonal touch to it. I think this is 100% year-round, non-seasonally tied scent for your house. And I think it would smell beautiful. I think it smells classy. I think it's an any occasion scent, which makes it really easy to use, easy to love. It definitely is classy, upscale for home scent. If I was going to a house showing and I smelled this, I would think this house smells so classy and upscale. Witches Be Crazy for Cupcakes at Tiffany's. So it's the Witches Be Crazy base of birthday cake, pecan waffles, sugar cookie dough, and a hint of cinnamon spice vanilla, blended with Cupcakes at Tiffany's, which is toffee, hints of chocolate, sweet sugar, buttercream, and vanilla cake. Mine's getting a little bit of yellowing around the outside now. I think that's possibly because this is probably a really like vanillin heavy bakery scent, so the oil in there might be turning colors. This is a bakery lover's dream. I love Cupcakes at Tiffany's because for the fact that it's such a rich, thick bakery. Witches Be Crazy is known for the fact that it's a rich, thick bakery. This is the richest, thickest, sweetest bakery like ever. And I love it for that. If you're a bakery lover, you're just gonna love it. It's super sweet. It's super heavy, nice bakery. It's edible. I love it. Catacomb of the Witch, dark plums, rich vanilla, black amber, bonfire bliss, and vanilla woods. Here we are with, like we discussed earlier, our deep plum, amber, body care leaning scent. This one is gorgeous. I have to say, of all of the deep pitted fruit, berry, amber, body care leaning scents though, this one might be my favorite. Maybe we'll do a showdown video at some point of all the scents kind of I put in this category and see, and I'll melt them all one day at a time and compare them notes wise. I think that might be a fun idea to do like a battle of the femme fatales or something, like all of the scents that fall in that category. But right now, honestly, this one seems like my favorite. And why that is you get the dark plums, but you get those dark plums equally with the rich vanilla and amber. It's like plum, vanilla, and amber. That is the body of the scent, and I love a nice vanilla. I love a nice amber. It complements the dark plum so well. It makes this a sweet scent. It is body care leaning a little bit, but not too much. It's not full on perfumey. It's just a touch body care leaning. And the vanilla, amber, and plum is so nice, so sweet, really beautiful, definitely feminine. And I don't get a lot of smokiness in this, even though it says bonfire bliss. I don't get smokiness. And I think the vanilla woods just kind of adds grounding to the scent and depth. But that vanilla and amber just smells so intoxicating in this. Bonfire nights. Bonfires, cashmere, vanilla, sandalwood, and roasted marshmallow. Well, we've done it, guys. This is the last scent in this bin. So we've gone through the partial bin and this large bin. That leaves a small bin and a partial bin after this, which will be my collection part 3. So this is the last scent in it, Bonfire Nights. I think this is a crowd-pleasing scent. All the notes in this are people's favorites. The only thing that might deter people with this one is the added addition of the bonfire. So I definitely get a lot of marshmallow, which is super yummy. I get a lot of cashmere, making this a really cozy, warm marshmallow scent. A little bit of the sandalwood, just leaning woody. But there is a hint of bonfire, which adds just a little bit of the smoky note. It is there, it's a little hint smoky, but it's nothing like Cabin in the Woods or some of those dark smoky scents. Nothing even close to that. But there's just a hint of the smoke in there with this beautiful heavy marshmallow, cashmere, cozy sugariness with a little bit of woodiness and just a hint of smoke. Well, like I said, that's the last of this. We've survived Teddy Bees Collection Part 2. So I'll do one more Teddy Bees Collection Part 3. And then I'll be done with my collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this one.